What is up, future soldiers? Staff Sergeant Muller here with the U.S. Army, and it's almost the weekend. So what are we doing here? Well, in order to get you ready for the active duty Army or for the reserve, I'm going to give you a safety brief. I'm going to give you a safety brief pretty regularly. I'm going to try to shoot one out every single Friday. So be sure to subscribe and stay tuned so that you guys can understand what not to do, which sounds super intuitive and kind of silly. Like, you know what not to do. Don't get in trouble. Don't break the law. Don't, throw yourself into a tree just for the fun of it. Terrible ideas. Don't do those things. But what this is really designed to do is just give you those safety highlights, like, hey, be extra aware of this. This is going on in our area. Pay attention, that sort of thing. So your safety brief for this weekend is focused on scams, and there are a lot of them out there right now. So there's an increase as a soldier for you to be a target of scams. People out there realize that you as a government employee are going to have a guaranteed paycheck. They want that paycheck. So there are a lot of different kind of schemes and scams to get your money. One way they like to do that is to get your information. They get your information from a variety of means, but a very, very common one is a scam where they will send you a communication either online through Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or just an email, and they will ask you for specific information tied to either an account or to something that you already own because it's public record, such as a house, a car, something like that. They know what big purchases you've made or can make based off of your credit score and past purchases. So they build these communications off of that data. They'll target you specifically for things related to that, but a real organization, a real financial organization, will not ask you for your information directly. Always call the company that allegedly sent you that communication just to verify, because the last thing you want to do is willingly give up critical information. No bank will ever ask you for your account number or routing number inside of an email communication, inside of a regular communication. That is not what they do. They will never ask for your social security number, for your date of birth. They will never do that unsolicited. If you're changing your password or something like that, then you can expect that type of communication, but they'll never just out of the blue be like, oh, by the way, we've suspected some account fraud. Real quick, what was your account again? That's not how they do it. So just be aware that no real institution will ask you for your information unsolicited without a reason. Another really common one that seems to be affecting a lot of people right now is online relationships. There are people all around the world that are just looking to take advantage of you. And that can be in person or online. Because of the current situation we're in, we're seeing a huge increase in online relationship scams. Do not put yourself in a compromising position. Don't do anything you wouldn't do in front of a live studio audience online. It is a very bad idea to have an intimate relationship online, especially with people you just don't know, because that traffic can get intercepted, recorded without your permission, or even worse, broadcast live across the internet. You don't want to put yourself in a position where someone will have authority over you or your life because of what you've done online. So make sure that when you're, if you have online long distance relationships, that they're with people that you already know and verify, and that they are trustworthy, because you do not want to put yourself inside of that type of position. Use your gut instinct. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't, and you should stop. If you suspect someone is going to blackmail you, or if you think someone is going to compromise your information, or someone is just generally untrustworthy, and they're asking for stuff online, you might want to report that person. There are a lot of different ways that you can make an official report for suspicious activity. One of those ways is your local police department. File something, get it on a report so that you have something to back you up. Another way is to contact FBI cybercrimes. There's links all over search engines that can give you that information. And let's see, other ways, it depends on the nature of the type of interaction. If it's somebody who is like, a foreign national trying to extort you for $1 million to a Nigerian account, that's something that can be sent to cybercrimes divisions of national organizations. Your local sheriff's department can also do an official report. Make sure that you just get it out on paper. That's the best way to prevent that from happening, though, is to just mitigate that ahead of time. Don't put yourself in a compromising position. If you see something, report it, and just generally go with your gut instinct on a lot of things. If something just doesn't feel like it's 100% legit, it probably isn't, and there's no need to put yourself and your family and your career at risk. So you as a soldier, we're holding you to the standard. We expect you to be able to stay professional and stay safe. Do what you can to prevent yourself from becoming a target, and don't let anyone leverage your information online unsolicited or otherwise. All right, guys, well, that's your safety brief for this weekend. Tune in next week for the next safety hot topic. As a member of the Army family, we want you to be safe. So, enjoy your weekend, wash those filthy hands, and stay aware of cyber threats. All right, guys, have a great weekend. All of these, that is slippery slope there. Yeah, just every Friday or Thursday, depending on if it's a 4-day, you'll have something called a safety brief. And the safety brief is the last thing standing before you and your weekend. It's also the last thing standing before you and a really bad choice or a real retailer. How do I phrase this? This is very hard. My advice to you, or even worse, to like counter, what do they call that? Yep.